Scorpio, things are hotting up for September 2018. I'm Dadhichi from astrology.com.au. Take a look here. Mercury in the upper part of your horoscope, indicating a brilliant sort of ideas period for you, at least for the next 7 or 8 days from the start of the month. Put your mental powers to the best possible use you can, because as soon as Mercury moves into the 11th house here, and that takes place on the 6th of September, you will see some really lovely results from that hard work that you've put in. Wait till the moon moves in here around the 7th, 8th, and you start to see also this increasingly closer conjunction between Mercury and the Sun. Now, this is a very important transit for you because Mercury rules your profitability and the Sun rules your career, self-esteem, and any sort of professional activities that you are engaged in. So these two planets making a conjunction here in the 11th house of profits and fulfillment is pretty significant. This would indicate to me that as this conjunction strengthens, your opportunity to earn money and to achieve some really good results comes through. And that's in spite of some of these difficult transits you've got here in the 3rd house of communication. Notice here also how there are some nice triangular aspects, trine aspects from the moon, and here also from Mercury, both from the 10th and the 11th houses. Very nice. All these upper houses are great houses for you, to this 3rd house of communication. Now, the other thing I should mention is that your ruling planet, the sub-ruler, what we call Mars, is now no longer in retrogression. So that's probably why you're starting to feel things moving ahead for you, correct? We also see here Venus. This is a very nice bundle of planets here. You've got Venus now bringing with it, along with Jupiter in your sun sign, this super duper attractive quality about you. If for some reason over the past couple of years you felt like you just weren't able to switch on that magnetism that is supposedly your signature energy, well, now you've got it. This transit is lovely. It is also ruling your marital sector, so things should start to improve. Although we talked about this unusual and erratic Uranus moving into your marital sector recently. Now it's in retrogression. This Uranus retrograde is going to come back out of your marital area, pardon me, and give you a little bit of respite. That doesn't, however, mean the effects of this planet are not going to linger, because it will ultimately come back in a couple of months and do its thing here for the next 6 or 7 years. So we've talked about that. However, at least for now, while Venus and Jupiter here in your sun sign, that's going to produce some really nice effects for you. You might also want to take a look here that this new moon taking place in the 11th house shows that if you've been in a lull socially, some new people are going to come out of the woodwork, or you're going to be introduced to a whole new range of people with different interests, different occupations, and that I think is exciting for you, and they will be attracted to you. You're going to forge some very good connections during this specific period of your life. The moon moves here into the conjunction of Venus and Jupiter around the 13th and 14th. That's lovely. A little bit of a down period here when Saturn moves across, when Moon moves across Saturn and Pluto. You might not want to communicate with people. Give yourself some time out. I should also mention some of the remedial measures that I've been discussing with some of the other star signs this month. Red coral for you is excellent. And pearls, which rule your 9th house of good fortune. And also the golden topaz or yellow sapphire. So the coral for Mars, the pearl for moon, and the golden topaz or yellow sapphire for Jupiter are all excellent gems with which you can associate yourself to enhance your luck and your good karma, to accelerate that. So the other big event here, well, I should stop there because there could be some upheavals in your domestic life around the 21st, 22nd as the moon transits the position of Mars in the south node. Really aiming high for your vision of what you want in your life around the 23rd, 24th, when the moon makes contact with Neptune, and again here excellent aspects from Venus and Jupiter. I've got a strong sense something's breaking through, some new opportunities for you, and they could be really, really big ones too. It's the full moon that I'm looking at here on the 25th, with the moon transiting into the 6th house of work. Here you have to be a little bit careful because this has some impact on the paternal side. The sun here in the 12th house, moon in the 6th. Parental health issues may come to the fore, especially during this full moon phase. And you could be a little too emotional about your work, so you need to be careful about how you're approaching your duties, your responsibilities. Don't bring too much emotion to the picture. You need to be a little more clinical in the way you are doing your work. At the very last period of the month, some, again, Uranian energy here associated with relationships. You see here the moon bringing the energy of Uranus into the opposition aspect to Venus. A bit of nostalgia there, a bit of sentimentality. The sort of more feminine side of your nature could be coming out, but that could also present you with challenges if you're being too weak with others and not asserting yourself. And finally, the last day of the month, this really strong 8th house influence having to do with intimacy, deep-seated emotions. This is a psychological component of your horoscope, and it seems like in the last day or so of the month you might be working through some of this stuff, probably as a consequence of this repeated transit of the moon over Uranus. In any case, it'll be interesting. Don't forget, if you want to subscribe, you can do that here. Click through, come and check out astrology.com.au. We've got a lot more information there. I normally just give you a quick 5 to 7 minute reading here, but there's a lot more information on what's happening this month and for the rest of the year, in fact. Look forward to your company again next month. Bye-bye.